Okay, that is my timeline. That's the clock ticket on my goal that I've set for the first quarter of this year to lose 30 pounds. And like I said in my previous video, on January 1st, I got on the scale and I weighed 314 pounds. So my goal I set then was to lose 30 pounds by the end of the first quarter, which means I'll be getting on the scale on April 1st to see if I have met that goal, and the goal weight by that time will be 284 pounds. So as you can see from my countdown, I have 70 days left to beat that goal. And with my weigh-in today at Weight Watchers, I lost another 2 pounds for a total of, if you can see it there, 29.6 pounds. I'm sorry, 29.2 pounds. And my weight now is 307 pounds, 307.2 pounds. So for a grand total loss so far of 29.2 pounds. So, working on that first quarter goal, because it is my intention to meet it, to be at 284 by the end of the first quarter. So, initially when I was going to do this video tonight, I was going to talk about what we talked about in Weight Watchers, but I've been watching some YouTube videos today, and so I'm just, I just want to talk about something else. And what I want to talk about is the emotional side of losing this kind of weight. Now, I know there are some people who will say, that's what I'm about to say is not their issue. So please know, straight off the top, I'm speaking for me. I may be speaking with regards to other people I know and what we've talked about. I am by no means the spokesperson for all obese people as far as describing how they got there and what they need to do about it to get rid of it. I by no means am that person. But now that we've gotten that disclaimer out of the way, there, in my view, far as I'm concerned, there's no way you get to over 300 or something pounds, 300 plus pounds, without there being an emotional component. It is definitely bigger. Losing weight is definitely bigger than just what you eat and how much you exercise. And I think sometimes, and why I think it is a billion-dollar industry to try to get people to lose weight, if that's actually the goal. Sometimes you have to wonder with big business. But I think why there is such a big market for losing weight initiatives is because there's not enough focus on the fact that regardless of what plan you follow, what route you take, if you have not made a decision in your mind to stick out the journey, and that means the highs and the lows, then it's just not going to happen. And I know that is true because I've lost a significant amount of weight before, all natural, from eating less and exercising. I lost in the past 98 pounds. And I was wearing a size 12 then. Okay, so to me, first and foremost, it is a mind thing, and you do have to spend time just thinking about what does that mean for you. I gave some time to thinking about, well, because often I'll tell people, well, I've had a weight problem all my life. And, I started thinking about that a lot one day, and I thought, well, really that isn't actually true. I mean, I actually have pictures of me at a younger age where I did not have a weight problem at all. I mean, all my teen years I had a weight problem, yes. Probably the tween years, yes. But I had several years there where I did not have a weight problem at all. And so I really started thinking about, when did I start picking up weight? And I personally was actually able to connect that to certain events that took place. So when I realized that, and ever since I realized that is a factor, and probably a bigger factor than I fully understand right now. I'm unraveling it now. But when I realized that, it empowered me, because I think if I come at my weight loss all about what I'm eating and how much time I spend exercising, I'm going to put the weight back on, because there is something else happening that either has to be recognized, understood, thought through, and dealt with. And so this journey is an emotional journey. It is a mind thing. And when you have the kind of weight to lose that I have to lose, I mean, I need to lose probably total, I probably need to lose about 160 pounds coming from my highest weight, which was 336 pounds. That's an ass of weight. And you just don't put that kind of weight on and there's nothing else going on, but you just need to know how to eat and exercise. Because quite frankly, I feel like I know what to do to lose weight. Well, correct that. I do know what to do to lose weight. Is my mind right and there all the time to make me do it? No. Am I on this journey trying to have more mind right days than opposite? Yes. And that to me is the journey, because it is a struggle. You know, it is a struggle. And so I just think, and you know, and my mom, I was talking to her one day, and she doesn't have any kind of weight issue. And she was diagnosed as a diabetic years ago, and she changed her whole lifestyle, how she eats, her exercise, everything. She's no longer on any kind of medicine for diabetes. I mean, she changed her entire lifestyle. And I was talking to her one day, and I mean, I knew she would be against it. And I was telling her, I said, well, you know, I was looking into like this weight loss program here, because I talked to my doctor about it. Really, at that point, I wanted my doctor like to give me some type of pill to like control my appetite. In my mind, my thought process was that was going to be like something to kickstart, you know. And then I would just, because I was not planning on being on these pills long term, but I just wanted something to kind of give me a good, you know, kick, and then I'll just, you know, in my mind, I was just going to take it from there. Well, my doctor's office doesn't do that in their office. However, they have another facility that focuses on weight loss that does it. But it's the program maybe, gosh, and it's no surgery, but it's pills and other stuff, supplements and stuff. And I know that program had to be maybe $3,000-$4,000. So I was telling my mother about it. And her exact words to me was, shit, I would not pay anybody that kind of money to lose weight. I would not let food have that much control over me. So, I took that with a grain of salt. And I thought about it, because you know, I think of myself as a pretty strong person in most areas. And so when I thought about it, like far as it having control over me, because to me I'm over 300 pounds. So food is a vice. You know, to get to that weight, that means it had more control over me than I had over it. That's a fact. So I'm not trying to glamorize it. I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh, well, you know, I just love being my 300 and some pounds. It just didn't bother me. If it wasn't for a medical issue, I would have never. That may legitimately be somebody else's story. I'm simply saying it's not mine. Okay? So thinking of myself as a strong person, I have to sit with that and understand that if I don't get control of this, it does mean that this thing, this vice, will take my life in a direction, my health in a direction that I do not want it to go. And it did have more. I was not strong enough to get control over it. And that's no different than any other addict. You may not be or I may not be committing the crimes or whatever related to like other addictions, like a meth addict or a crackhead or whatever. But at the end of the day, there is still something that has more control over me than I have over it. So yeah, this journey, weight loss journey, you can't have a weight loss journey, of course, without changing your lifestyle with regards to what you're eating and how you're moving your body. That goes with it. But for me, this weight loss journey is far bigger than that. This weight loss journey is about not allowing food or any other thought processes or any other issues that are not appropriately being dealt with have more control over me than I have over it. That is what my journey is about. So that means, of course, there will be highs and lows. There's going to be weeks where I gain. There's going to be weeks when I lose. But I am going to have far more good days than I'm going to have bad days, because I'm doing this. And I also want to say, I apologize for this long video, but I just needed to get all of this out. I want to say thank you so much to all of you who take the time to make comments on my videos. Sometimes I may read, a comment at work. I may read a comment when I'm getting ready to go to lunch or whatever. And, just the kindest comment can give you the extra oomph to say, I'm taking this day down. I'm going to be in control of this day. So I thank you all so much for that, because I cannot tell you how many times I've read a comment and it just gave me that extra swagger to like, yeah, boy, that's right. So I appreciate that. And I just can't say thank you enough. So again, I apologize for the long video. We are doing this. We are going to get it done. And until the next time, I hope you guys are having a terrific weight loss journey. And we are all going to be here and support each other in the highs and the lows. It's a journey. Twists and turns. But we know what our destination is. We know what our destination is. Good night, guys.